Nia was happily pulling her holiday train. Nia loved holidays, especially Christmas, but there was one on the island who didn't care for it. It was Lorry 1. He would always cause trouble and blame the other engines for it.
Ow, Lorry, what was that for? Watch it, lady.
Okay, first off, who are you calling lady? And secondly, that was your fault. It was my turn to cross there.
Yeah, whatever. Bye.
Well, bye. Merry Christmas anyway.
Yeah, what's so great about it? It's just another day that goes by.
What do you mean? Anyways, guess I'll have to sit here and wait for help. Don't worry, Nia. I'm here. Oh, thank you, Thomas. Yeah, I saw the whole thing. And that Lorry man, he's always just such a Grinch. Well, I've definitely caught on to that. Maybe we should do something for him. Something to cheer him up. Maybe like a party or something. Yeah, even though he doesn't really deserve it, it might cheer him up and make him like Christmas a little more. And maybe make him a little less of a Grinch. That's a good idea. Maybe you could go talk to Sir Topham Hatt about it. All right. Bye. Bye, Nia. And that gave Thomas an idea. He puffed back to Tin the Sheds to think of more ideas, but for now he had a good one. And the next day he went to see Sir Topham Hatt. Sir, he asked, I was wondering if maybe we could plan a party. For who? For Lorry 1? Why for Lorry 1? I heard no one likes him. Well, he's never really liked Christmas, and I thought maybe this party could bring up his spirit a little bit. That's actually not a bad idea, but we can't do it here. Maybe ask the narrow gauge engines. Maybe they could plan it somehow. Okay, I'll go ask them right now. And Thomas puffed away. He soon arrived at the Blue Mountain Quarry, and he was ready to tell the narrow gauge engines what he wanted to do. So you want to plan a Christmas party for Lorry 1 here at the Blue Mountain Quarry? Said Bertram. Yes, I do, replied Thomas. If you guys can do that. Yeah, I think we can do that. We can take a little time off work, right guys? Yes, the rest of the narrow gauge engines replied. Well then, we're in. All right, said Thomas. Maybe we could start planning and doing stuff tomorrow? I don't think we can do tomorrow, said Bertram. What I meant was, why wait till tomorrow? Let's start right now. Great, said Thomas. Off we go then. And all the engines paired up and puffed away. They really wanted to do their best to get the lorry out of his Grinch mode and make him be happy for once. They were going to collect things like decorations, building materials, and other fun stuff. But Thomas had to go ask Lorry a very important question. He was collecting flour just as Thomas pulled up. Hi, Lorry. What do you want? I want to know what you would do if you were invited to a Christmas party.
A Christmas party? Why would I ever go to one of those? Anyways, I don't have time for your silly questions. Bye.
Oh dear, thought Thomas. What am I going to do now? But the trouble didn't stop there. Later that day, Spencer crashed straight into the back of Nia, and they both flew off the tracks. But all the narrow gauge engines were still hard at work. Bertram and Duncan were pulling the Christmas trees. Sir Handel and Peter Sam were pulling old building materials. Scarlowy and Reneus were pulling decorations. But Rusty was looking for Thomas. But Thomas was helping Nia and Spencer get back on the tracks. But Rusty didn't even know this. He didn't even know that they crashed. What is this? Asked Rusty. What do you mean? Said Thomas. I mean, were you just making us do this work for you so that you could just help me and Spencer back on the tracks? No offense, guys. What? No, I had to help them. Thomas, I feel like you're just being lazy now. Wait, Rusty, what do you mean? Wait, Rusty, come back! But Thomas wasn't even able to finish his sentence because the weight of the suspension bridge could hold a narrow gauge engine's weight, but not a full-sized engine like Thomas. Oh dear, cried Thomas, but it was too late. The sort of suspension bridge collapsed right beneath him, and he fell into a ditch. Rusty stopped at the bottom of the hill, and seeing how much his friend was struggling, he decided to go back up and help him back on the tracks. He pulled, and he pulled, and he pulled until he was able to pull Thomas back on the tracks and back down the hill. Oh, thank you, Rusty, said Thomas. No problem, Rusty replied. You know what? Said Thomas. I wonder how the rest of the narrow gauge engines are doing at the Blue Mountain Quarry. Well, let's go and see. What are we waiting for? Said Rusty. All right, said Thomas, and the two engines head over to the Blue Mountain Quarry. And what they saw was absolutely stunning. Wow, guys, they said, this place looks awesome. And indeed it did. The whole place was covered in decorations, Christmas trees, and even more. Everyone couldn't take their eyes off of it. But the real question was, would Lorry 1 even like it? But then Sir Topham Hatt showed up in Winston with some bad news. I'm afraid Lorry 1 won't be able to make it tonight. Is that really true, or is it just that he doesn't want to come? It's that he just doesn't want to come. Well, that's what I thought. I don't know what we'll do now. We went through all this hard work, and I should be the one apologizing. I put all of you guys through this hard work, and now it's just gone to waste. Wait, Thomas, I have an idea. What is it, sir? Just come with me real quick. Okay. And Thomas followed Sir Topham Hatt. Well, I don't understand, said Thomas. Where are we going? Look, there's Lorry 1, collecting flowers always, said Sir Topham Hatt. But why are we here? Asked Thomas. It's not like we can force him to just come. I have an idea, said Sir Topham Hatt. Watch this. And Sir Topham Hatt climbed up and replaced Lorry 1's flower with Christmas lights. And he quickly climbed down and walked away. But, sir, what's that gonna do? Shh, said Sir Topham Hatt. Just watch. So Thomas watched. Huh? Said Lorry 1. Quick, Thomas, now's your chance. Call him over. Okay, said Thomas. Hey, Lorry 1, come here, we want to show you something. But Lorry 1 was confused. Okay, said Lorry 1. But if this is anything Christmas related, I'm leaving immediately. They've been gone for a while, said James. I don't know where they are. Don't worry, said Rusty. I know Thomas and Sir Topham Hatt can do it. They'll be back with Lorry 1. And not only Thomas, Winston, and Sir Topham Hatt came back, but so did Lorry 1. What's this? He moaned. This is a Christmas party for you, said James.
Is that why you asked me if I would go to a Christmas party or not, Thomas?
Said Lorry 1. Indeed it is, said Thomas. Oh, I knew you could do it, Thomas, said Rusty. I'm surprised you got Lorry 1 too.
So what do you want me to do now? Put these lights on the Christmas tree?
Actually, said Rusty, yes.
Well, okay then,
said Lorry 1, and he dumped the lights on the Christmas tree. And afterward, the tree actually came out looking very nice.
Well, said Lorry 1, I think this might actually be the best Christmas I've ever had. Thank you all.
You're welcome, Lorry, everyone said. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you guys, too.
I hope you liked your Christmas party, said Thomas.
Oh, I actually did, said Lorry.
Merry Christmas, Lorry 1.
Merry Christmas, Thomas.